very excited discussion regarding how judges panel score, evaluate all the participants. And of course, this is part of our effort to make CCAPAC Award become more prestigious and more reliable, combined with all expertise from all the judges within Asia Pacific. And let me actually I want to give opportunity to CCAM to maybe they want to update regarding because this year CCM become the host country uh, for award program and conference in November. Ben, are you here now to spill something regarding the CCFX?
Pandi, thanks. I believe Vic is joining this call. He just got off. Allow me to check. I think he prefers to do the intro as well.
Okay, let
Yeah.
me introduce first the speaker. Let me know if you are ready. So, thank you, Ben. So, with me today, I have three speakers. Uh, I will give opportunity for them to introduce themselves, what they are doing, and of course, his experience regarding the CCAPEC. First of all, I welcome Chapman. He's now the leading the CCAPEC for after Hong Kong become the host country for CCAPEC. Go ahead, Chapman.
Thank you, Pak Andy. Terima kasih. Thank you for joining these sections. I'm Chapman from Hong Kong. I'm the chairman of the Hong Kong Customer Contact Association. But more importantly, it's not about my title. It's more how I would like to share all my judging experience in the past in this region, especially on business contribution. So today, I think a lot of people who want to join this category, I hope you have some takeaway. So very nice meeting you here. Thank you.
Thank you, Chapman. And the second speaker, I will invite Jushri from Malaysia. Go ahead, Jushri.
Thank you, Pandi. Thank you for having me today. My name is Jushri. I'm the CEO of Telecontinent and also a regional CX and it's a regional CX and business process outsourcing provider. I also serve as an executive committee member of the Contact Center Associations of Malaysia, CCAM. So of course, privileged to be here today with experience of participating in the category of business contribution, as well as being a judge for this the same category as well, multiple countries. So, and over the years, my work has basically focused on helping our organizations transform customer experience operation through technology, operation excellence, and talent development. So I'd say basically it's turning CX from a traditional support function into a strategic contributor to business and growth. So yeah, happy to share a bit more personal experience as well as aspirations on how we have gone through this particular journey, especially in the particular of this business contribution category, either as a participant or as a judge for this award category. So yep, thank you very much for having me here today, and looking forward to share more of experience and sharing later today.
Wow, thank you, Jushri. You look very young today and handsome. Yeah, it's different, yeah. Different this time. Okay, I thought it's EI, yeah, but it's real. Yeah, this is real Jushri. And then the last but not least, of course, this is Steve, yeah, from Taiwan. Go ahead, Steve.
Hi, Andy, and everybody here. It's truly honored to represent Taiwan to join this event. I am the executive director of Taiwan Contact Center Association, Development Association, TCCDA, and I'm also the vice president of Taiwan Mobile of customer service. Taiwan Mobile is the second largest telecom operator in Taiwan. I have been very honored to be with the judging panel and also the speaker for CCAPAC, and with some individual country like Malaysia, and this coming year, I would have more chance to interact with you guys in CCAPAC region. And truly honored to be here. I look forward to share and learn from you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah. So how is Taiwan now? Is rain or very hot?
Oh, today there's a sunshine, but I think it's about 16 degree. So it's not very hot. It's a
I
bit
see.
cold.
16, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's good. Okay, there's a good chance for us as well to discuss about this business contribution. So this is the one of category within 5 category of CCAPAC Award. So please stay tuned regarding this one. We will talk regarding what is the perspective of the judges regarding this point, this one of category. Okay, let me first my first question to Chapman. Of course, I partner with Chapman for business contribution this year. Yeah. So what? Please share your perspective about the business contribution. Go ahead.
Most of the time when I try to understand from different applications on this category, more about revenue generation. So a lot of telemarketing activities there, a lot of digital marketing activities there. So I really love to understand and try to interact with the applicants. Most of the time, how I see this application is more on the business model. Okay, so maybe this category will be a little bit different from contact center operations. Mostly it's on inbound or servicing, but how we do outreaching, how we do revenue generation for this category is the key. And no matter how channel you are going to use, no matter it's voice, digital, or omni-channel, I will try to understand how you manage your funnel management from a lead or a prospect goes through the whole sales journey to become a sales or even beyond for sales. So that is what I really want to focus on. And some of the applicants, I hope you appreciate, I will try to understand what is your projection for year-on-year growth. I want you to be ambitious. I want you to be aggressive. So as a judge, I will try to share with you, if I were you, what will I do to try to achieve even more aggressive growth. So I hope that is the takeaway for the applicants in this category. So it's not just the awards, but something you may consider and also adopt in your business environment. So that's how I want to kickstart with. Yeah.
I see. Thank you, Japan. So you talking about they should have a project regarding that, so they have to ambition to grow with the revenue or profit for the through contact center. Yeah. Thank
Yes.
you. And I think Jusri actually being played two part because he become the judges for Indonesia for business contribution and become a participant for CCAPAC. So go ahead, Justri.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Andy. In fact, it is a very unique for me to have this both experience as a participant as well as judge. And actually, from my experience, both participating in this industry award, also judging and the entries across different categories, particularly for these business contributions, the winning submissions normally based on my experience and observation usually demonstrate, in my personal point of view, three critical elements. And that's very fundamental, even for me, either as a participant or as a judge. The first I always want to look at is a measurable impact. And then I would look at, maybe strategic alignment to either the clients or the organizations, and of course, the sustainable innovations. It's not just about a single project, but whether it can be sustainable and, replicate to a different segment or a different, entity within the same organizations as well. So from my experience as a judge, some of the most impressive entries that I've actually observed are those where customers' experience initiative are directly linked to business strategy. It is not just as a single project, but how does it actually, coexist together in the form of a business strategy for the organizations as well? And they need to demonstrate that during that submissions. And this organization actually demonstrate that CX, even a business contribution, is not just about a service quality. It is also really about driving the growth. Being an entrepreneur, that has always been the passion to really come up with a competitive advantage as well. So I think winning the business contribution category is not just about doing something innovative. We always want to showcase about AI, but I feel that having AI is great, but how do we able to demonstrate how are we deploying a technology or a particular AI in solving our business contributions pain point? That's fundamentally will be more relevant for us to actually look at. It is really about proving that our AI, our CX initiative creates a real and sustainable business value. So I think in my experience judging for this particular award submission is in Indonesia, the strongest entry I can recall clearly demonstrates a measurable business impact, where it is not just about storytelling. It is also about sharing the before and after, and supported with strong data, and also according to the flow, there's an innovative solution that has been demonstrated as well. Discipline execution. How are the whole organizations able to ride on to the same wavelength? Not just one particular team feeling passionate about it, but it's a whole organizations are riding on the same wave as well. And last but not least, it is about the sustainable result. So those are the elements that I will look at and I will emphasize either as a participant or a judge that differentiate good initiatives from award-winning one. So I think in simple terms, if you ask me to summarize that, I think me as a participant or even as a judge, I would evaluate 4 key things. The first one is basically measurable impact. The second one, I would say, is a strong evidence. The third is the strategic innovation. And last but not least, to really ensure that everything is really not just for that particular one initiative, it is really about sustainable executions as well. Yeah, that's the sharing from me.
Thank you, Jushri. It seems that you complete all the question I have. Yeah. I mean that you already answer all the question. So okay, that's fine. But we need to have a point of view from Taiwan. Steve also become my partner for business contribution and judges this year. So go ahead, Steve.
Okay. I think business contribution is definitely one of the very key element in call center, because traditionally call center play a very could be a little bit passive role, like call center. But I think for the time being now, it's more important to transform your call center to a profit center, which means you can play a very leading role in your company. Because after all, the call center interact with so many callers or so many customers in your daily life. And those are very easily the very good customers, the business source that a company can have. So how do you transform your call center? For example, like if you can grow in the customer number, in customer acquisition, whether you are like a new acquisition of a new customer or retention of your existing customer. For example, like in my business type, the telecom, we have a lot of customer need to their contract need to renew. And how do you renew your customer and make your customer new contract even more profitable for your company? And also by promoting more product, like your new devices. For example, like in our case, cell phone, tablet, notebook, things like that. And also we can also share, in our case, we can sell like a streaming business like Netflix or Disney Plus and HBO Max, things like that. And okay, and also not only sharing the increasing company profit, like you can for example, like I used to be a consultant for our internet shopping company, which is #1 internet shopping company in Taiwan. It's called Momo. And I found out it's very interesting that I set up a process for them. If they finish one customer order, they can recommend their customer, judging on their purchasing history, by suggesting they can add on, for example, tissue paper. The tissue paper is on sale now. And of course, then last but not least, you can save operational costs. But I think it's more meaningful by gaining more profit for a company, instead of like just purely saving operational costs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve. So, good point. I mean that I mean that you mentioned about the first regarding how to generate revenue and profit, and the last you mentioned about the operating cost. So balance between this one, yeah, but give another value for participant.
Thank
Um,
you.
so because so many business result, yeah, can be presented for the participant. So what do you think, Chapman, regarding what is the most important business result that they need to present?
Um, I would say it depends on the individual organization. Some organization go for the top line, some of the organization go for bottom line. So they need to clearly articulate what is the main target or the multiple target they want to achieve. And based on that, we will examine what is the process they are going to take in place, and then whether the process actually deliver the result they want. But we always see some kind of conflict between their target and their process, what they want to achieve and what they have done. So maybe based on that, we will give them some of the further questions or advice which they can really work on. For example, take what Steve suggests, how to transform a cost center into a profit center. And very often they are very conservative. they want to start very small step at the very beginning. And what I normally do is be brave, be ambitious. You can easily achieve 4 times, 5 times, even 10 times better if you focus a little bit more on this stage. For example, how to nurture the needs a little bit, or how to do the cross-sell, upsell right after the first sales. So that is what I think the judge or we want to contribute to this process, this judging process, to make the applicant feel more comfortable. I recall I said to one of the applicants, so be bold, because I see so many call center become the biggest branch of those organizations, and their revenue contribution actually can achieve a few times more than their main branch. So that is what we have been seeing so far, and we have the confidence to see you are going to achieve that. So yeah, that is something I want to build the confidence for the applicants as well.
Okay, regarding the process you mentioned, is it focused in the outbound or also inbound or blended?
Actually, to me, inbound or outbound, at the end is the sales channel.
I
And
see.
journey, we need to manage the drop off or the funnel. Yes, outbound, maybe our challenge is more on how to achieve a reasonable contact rate.
I see.
Inbound, how we can generate enough or sufficient leads or inbound traffic. But at the end, we can articulate or try to address those challenges on each funnel, each stage. So feel free when you have some challenge, not necessarily you say all the good things, but you can
Yeah.
also share your challenges.
I,
So the judges, we can also help to contribute to
I
resolve it together.
Thank you, Chapman. So I move to just regarding the same question, yeah. So what is the key business result that we need to measure, yeah, for judging? And whether this is, maybe I add what is channel you think that they need to present, whether telephone or new things. Okay, go ahead.
Sure. Thank you, Pak Andy. Thank you for the questions. To be honest, I feel that the top business result that I would actually look at, particularly because we're looking at business contributions category, because
Yeah.
every single category have its forte or domain focus that we want to look at. But particularly for this business contribution, from my experience, I think the winning submission and most business contribution I would look at is basically, I would say is it has to be measurable business impact. And I feel that the reason why is because I think judges look for clear evidence that the initiatives contribute to real business result, such as, and then when they want to elaborate further on that particular measurable business impact, then they can deep dive in terms of revenue growth, in terms of improved customer retention, in terms of higher sales conversion, or it can even be on the context of cost optimizations as well. So I think on that basis, we can look at, if you ask me, there are many measurements. But fundamentally, I would say that that will be the key that I would look at is that any particular outcome or any particular result, it has to be measurable, and particularly on the business impact. And if you look at the channel, right now, if you're only looking at either inbound or outbound, typically right now we're looking at Omni-Channel, and it has to be blended. But if you're only relying on a single channel where it's actually voice, and we all know that our voice channel is becoming more and more challenging for us to reach out to the customer or even to the prospect, particularly when PDPA or even contact rates becoming a huge concern. So therefore, organizations are eventually evolving into a multiple channel. On this context, we are seeing, for any particular business contributions project, we are seeing voice embedded together with non-voice, where they will actually separated demonstrate, a single interaction using voice and non-voice. For example, they can actually approach a customer using non-voice by maybe, for example, sending a WhatsApp or email just to notify them that there will be an incoming interaction so that they can anticipate the contact is there. Because fundamentally, how I feel the success of business contributions is really about able to reach out to the customer and able to actually present that proposition. And many times it's not, and many times I would say that my personal experience, it's not about we don't have a good product. It's not that we don't have a good technology. But if you're not able to reach out to the particular customer using the right channel, it's really a waste. So that's why we need to really able to demonstrate how is an organization or a project or a team embedded multi-channel into the interaction with the customer. And wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3, depending, and a mixture of voice and non-voice. That is something that we can look at. And personally, myself, when we actually we did that in Telecontinent, where because using AI and technology, we are also able to identify the best time to contact. And if sometimes organization, if they're able to demonstrate, if this is a pain point, how are they able to resolve this pain point and then convert into a measurable business impact? That will really wow either as a participant or really as a judge as well, because it is really about converting initiatives into a positive outcome. Yeah.
Just good for me that sometimes participant become very complicated because so many things they have done and they don't know which one really make a good one to present, and judges as well have a very short time to show the evidence. So what do you think?
Okay, good point. Sometimes if we want to tell a good stories, we may need to have maybe 3 days, 3 nights. It's not enough. It's never enough. So because the context of a competitions or award submission, we have to be very smart and creative in selecting the most the highest impact that you, because you only have about say 15 minutes, 10 minutes for you to present. And if you want to tell the whole story, the whole journey, you may miss out the important point. So that's why and if the particular candidates or the participants are really, and this is where we can tell whether the genuine of that particular presentation, whether they're just telling stories or they are really there, done that, been there before, because they will know what are the critical points to present, what are the one that really tells the pain point and convert into outcome, and they need to be smart to really highlight that particular the information that can wow the judge, rather than telling the whole story that you may kill your time during the presentation.
Yes, I saw you during the presentation as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Steve, back to
Yes.
you. So what is the key that need to be measured for the business contribution category?
Yes. Okay. I think it's important that just like Jushri say and Chapman say, how do you present us a very interesting case that, for example, starting from your business model, uh, maybe we can see your innovation, like how do you come out with your contribution to the company? For example, like, okay, I'm a call center. I can sell this. Uh, I I create a term called sell through service. After you make a service, that is the best time you can recommend your customer what they need, and maybe have very good AI system or good system to analyze your customer uh, past behavior, past history, and you can if the system can also predict what is the most likely for you to recommend the product the customer will accept. And so that is more like know your customer. And then, okay, then how do you, in order to do that, how do you transform your call center team? For in Taiwan Mobile case, my own case, actually we start to transform our team 15 years ago when I first joined Taiwan Mobile. At that time, I told my team that servicing our customer well is not enough. That is too fundamental. So at that time, I already think that we should have some business contribution to our company. So after 15 years, we have gone through a lot of transformation. Like, for example, our staff need to be more a little bit sales driven instead of like only service driven. The way we recruit our people, it could be a little bit different. The training could be a little different. And eventually, I think Andy mentioned about what is a business result. I think the business result is very concrete, very solid about what kind of number, for example, like customer number that you acquire by every year, or like profit you make every year. In Taiwan Mobile, in our case, um, each year our retention number grow 30% year by year. So within like 3 years, our retention number is doubling. So now we can reach 50,000 per month. So that will be like 600,000 a year, and that's a 30% growth from last year. And the annual revenue that we make for our company is if I convert that to the US dollar is 300 million per year. So that's a lot of that is, and also because we have transformed us to the number two channel, sales channel in Taiwan Mobile. And you can say why we're not number one. Because number one is a physical store. I don't know why. Their headcount number is twice than us. But we are like Chapman just say, we are the biggest sales channel over the air in the sky. So, and to the company, that is just a bonus. Thank you.
Yeah, Steve, a good point. I mean, but we comparing with physical place, of course, contact center will be very, very low cost, yeah. And you mentioned regarding a highlight about this one, technology changes, but human still the power, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Can you elaborate more about that?
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Andy, for raising this question. That gave me an inspiration. I should add on this is, I think the best way, I told my team, the best way for us to avoid being taken place by AI is transfer yourself into more business contribution channel instead of like just very passive service driven team, because that part can be taken away by AI. But for making, for example, product recommendation over the air, or even we simply call making sales on after you make a service, that that is something AI cannot take away, because that takes a lot of like knowing your customer and listening to your customer, making recommendation to your customer, and how do you convince customer to agree to add on to their order. That is something that AI can definitely not taken away from us, even for the longest term. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve. I want to back to Jushri before come back to Chapman, because always first Chapman, so go to Jushri first. Yeah. So of course we're talking about the what is the value added. We do not forget about the what is mistakes taken by participant actually. If you can highlight what mistake by participant during the presentation, so we don't get what is the best from them. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Thank you, Pandi, for the questions. Being a participant as well as a judge, I can actually speak from both sides of this particular story, where many times I start off with being a judge at the evaluation that I actually have observed. Sometimes they have prepared a very good presentation, they prepared a very good story, but it is, and I noted that sometimes it is really a business call. Whether we've seen that within the team they had the senior management people join that presentation as well, but they actually prefer to let a junior level presenter, because of the opportunity for them to get the exposure. So I think it's nothing right or nothing wrong, but it is also we appreciate this opportunity when and we love to see exposures are given, opportunities are given, and sometimes companies may want to go in to win. And they want to win, and they put in their CEO, their senior management team, and so they can really win a title. But I would actually be a bit more appreciative if, let's say, a opportunity can be given to nurture the next talent, because whatever is being done is already there. The stories are there, the results are there, and it can be proven. So we so do not have the fear of give the opportunity for your junior team member to front it, so that you're actually building a sustainable talent within the team. Winning or not in the same year is really not really, it can be secondary. But I would like to say that don't be too particular about choosing the senior people to present, because sometimes senior people may not really know what really happened on the ground. So that's why if you put the people really on at the operation level to present, they may be able to do a much better job because they are there to deliver the result. That's my observation.
Yeah. Sometimes junior, I mean that worried to make fail, because to fail explain, yeah, because this is a problem for them if they do not win because they fail, so it just become a blame for the person. So yeah, so what do you think?
I feel this is really organization culture, and to be honest with you, I just want to share my personal experience as well. Being in the Indonesia ICCA session, I can see a very collective effort. They really come in well prepared, dressed up. They create fun rather than just about winning. It's really about fun. I think in the end, it's really about the experience that people get out of that particular whole journey. Winning or not is really, yes, it's important. I wouldn't say you're going for an award not to win, but I think what really important is also there's no blaming game. We would love to see how the team are actually able to work together, deliver the coordination. We can see effort from that particular moment, and that's what really appreciate. Sometimes when we even see, they made some typo error, they made some little bit of a mistake, technical issues. We don't mind that, but this will actually wow us to say that wow. Because whether or not we're able to see from the slide presentation is one thing, but we love to see that it really works as a team to really come in for this particular presentation.
Wow, thank you. How about Chapman?
Thank you, Pa Andy. I probably have two suggestions or advice. One is you can assume the judges are experienced in this domain. So don't just explain the process. We have limited time. So make your presentation be more insightful. Okay, highlight some very innovative or key field success factor instead of walk us through the process. That's sometimes happening to the first time or the very green applications. We experience that. Then you waste your time. Okay, so that is my suggestions. Be insightful in your presentation. The second thing is don't worry too much about your English. To be honest, English is not my first language, but trust us, all the judges here can understand your English. So echo to what Jushri said, you may probably not need to find the best English speaker in your presentation, but someone who have the passion, who knows what they're doing, maybe have some hands-on experience. When we ask some practical questions, they can answer. So worry less about the language, but focus more on your actual deliverables. Okay, so that is my my two suggestions for that.
Thank you for the tips. Yeah, because when we judging for CCAPAC, there is a cross country and language. Sometimes they cannot speak because they speak in Chinese, a different language, bahasa Indonesia or yeah. But for Malaysia and Singapore is don't worry about that. Thailand, yeah, sometimes it's a difficult language about that. Okay, thank you to
And
highlight
trust
that.
us, we don't judge you in
On
your
the
language skills.
yes, yes.
We
We just
judge or we really appreciate what you share, especially in what you have done and achieved.
thank you. So, Steve, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I think most of people, if you are really aiming for shooting above the standard, like don't just try to be. Sometimes I think people tend to get into a trap, like going through our 10 category and one by one, but instead of like not thinking about whether you demonstrate a impactful case, the case is really innovative, impactful. For example, like uh, the model is really unique, and then how share with us how do you achieve this? Because sometimes execution and is not easy. Uh, of course, first one is your innovation, your idea. But secondly is how do you uh, execute in a especially when you are a big team. Um, Making a big team change is not easy. So that one we can easily to see how difficult the case is and how unique the case is. And third is also is like I said, is deliverable. The deliverable is robust and it's very solid with good numbers. And then sometimes, for example, like people think as long as it's a number, but uh, maybe the judges sometimes will like to dig a little bit further, deeper. Is like how is the productivity? How do you make the productivity higher? How do you make your sales a little bit more to a certain meaningful degree, percentage year by year or month by month, things like that. So just don't need to be ordinary. I mean, try to be extraordinary and make present yourself in a very impactful way. Thank you. That's my suggestion.
Thank you, Steve. You mentioned regarding, so it seems that most of the judges not only see the uh, end result, but also the
Yes.
process to achieve
Yes.
that result. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Let me move to the next question regarding data. In most of the category, we have a data analysis and background. So, what do you think data need to be prepared by participants? Steve, go first.
can you repeat the
What
question?
what data need to be prepared by the participant
Oh,
to
data.
to show to the judges?
Okay, the data is, I think data always speak for himself. For example, like so, data is most solid one instead of just a plain story. So data, for example, it can show us your past data, and what is your current background, what is your current dilemma, and what is your current situation, and what is your aim, what is your goal to achieve your to achieve the the destination you desire to.
See,
Then instead, then how do you go through the process? Like and Andy just mentioned, process is always important,
I
not
see.
only the end result. And then the end result is measurable, impactful, meaningful. For example, if I say uh, if the presentation is not strong enough, like the is very plain. For example, the percentage could be not very significant, and it may not get. Of course, the
See,
effort is still worthwhile, but then it may not get a lot of a very memorable result. So,
I see.
like I said, if you can say exactly like, okay, how many percentage increase by doing this, and then how do I do this, and how difficult it is. I think we also have the judges here are experienced enough to tell the transformation or the effort is tremendous, and then the result if in a common sense way that you we can tell, oh, it's a big number,
I see.
and also the number itself is really is not it looks very real, so it's
Yeah,
not made up, because we can
beautiful.
also
Yeah, beautiful
yeah
number.
yes, it's not made up number, very big number. We can or sometimes we can the judge can ask you some question to challenge, and if you can answer it very well, I think that's
See,
perfect. That's perfect. That just make
yeah,
everything perfect. Thank you.
good point that you mentioned that this is should be before and after. So we need to measure before and after. So Chapman, go ahead.
For me, I would suggest please show us the trend. So I would suggest you break it down into maybe monthly breakdown. So if you don't mind, share with even more than a 12 months or a few years trend, so we can tell. And also echo to what Steve suggests, we are experienced enough to judge your number. So
Yeah,
if you share with us saying the QA accuracy rate is 50%, we will quickly have questions. And we may be able to come with some suggestions for you. So don't hesitate to show us the real number. Then we will try to troubleshoot together with you. So with a longer trend, with very particular numbers, and we will spot the abnormal numbers that we will further question on. And maybe we have different definition. So we will also share with you, because every year, I think three of us assess more than hundreds of applications every year. So we may be able to share with you how the others doing in your industry. So don't waste that opportunity to get some feedback from us. And then we can discuss further how something maybe work better for you in the future.
I see. Thank you. So I found that some participant using too many external data, so not internal data. So what do you think if they maybe they take survey, they take something external consultant like about that. So what do you think instead of using the internal what they do, they use
And
it external.
in
So
your presentation, you will start from why and then how and then what, right? So I think those external data is more to explain why you want to address that particular questions. But the how and what external data is not too much relate to your achievement. So yeah, no worry to use external data to justify why you want to focus on this area. But we are more interested in your particular own operation data to show your how and what.
Thank you, Chapman. Jushri?
Yeah, thank you. When you're talking about data and evidence,
Data, yeah.
I think normally this is the exciting part where the judges normally, when we see the slide or presentations with numbers, stats, or trending, right, our eyes tend to become bigger. And then when we actually react to it, right, we can also see that the presenter also kind of a bit nervous. This is where the question is going to come from. This is where we take our pens, we start typing, or is this something of the data? Actually, there is no need to be fear about this particular part because you have it on your fingertips already. And normally I would say that, the winning entries always present clear metrics. All right. And for example, like what Steve mentioned, that the before and after comparison, the baseline data and the financial impact, these are fundamentally very, very important. And depending on the category that we're looking at, as long as you have the quantifiable result supported by strong data, metrics, and evidence, you are there. And then important metrics normally it will include, depending on how you want to actually position, because like what we have spoken earlier on, if you focus too many area, you may actually get yourself diluted along the way. But if you actually have a very firm story, where is your focus? Deep dive on that particular part, and then you have a story very smoothly carried out. So you won't get nervous and panic that how are the judges going to pick the question from the data that you present. So either you choose revenue contribution or conversion rate or customer satisfaction, cost reduction or productivity. And then you must have a journey. The before and after, what is before, what's after. You must have the whole baseline metrics to actually explain. And last but not least, of course, the ROI and the financial impact is also something that will actually tell us that you're not just doing it for fun, but it does has its end result, the end game, the milestones are there. So I think data credibility is extremely important. And some people, we actually see that they put there, but we actually ask them to explain further. They're not able to articulate further. So always be mindful what you put on your slide, what you want to focus, what you want to present. Don't just put there just to look nice, but when you ask further, then you don't have the information behind it. So judges want to see clear evidence that initiate of that initiative and create the real value. So yeah, so data is important, but you need to really know on your fingertips. And sometimes we're also very naughty. We're trying to see, okay, you show this data. If we ask the same question differently, will you give us the same answer or not? So that will also gives us the whether, no matter how we kind of positions our question, the fundamental outcome are still very consistent.
That's funny, yeah, regarding that. We need to have a trick for asking questions to the participant. Anyway, because we have a lot of participants here listening to our speaking, so please prepare your question. I will continue first with the speaker. If you have a question, just raise hand, and we will give you opportunity to ask question. But please don't ask very difficult question because they are judges. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, of course, in the preparation of the participant slide, understand they prepare also about the technology, human resources, budgeting. We call it resources. So, what do you think that? I mean that. Uh, what do you think about this preparation of key resources? Yeah, regarding budget, technology, and human resources. Steve, you want to go first?
You mean the key resources?
Yes, key resources. Talking about the budget, technology, and human resources.
Yeah, key resources normally we will look at whether how do you use your resources, not necessary to a big budget, but how do you how do you use the resources in a very innovative way? Like I say, it's not about like, okay, I spend like a couple $1 million US dollar for installing an AI, because at the end of the day, that is another thing called ROI. So key resources, sometimes we really see a very innovative one. could be not really on spending big money, but
I see.
also, for example, maybe I can share some some information about my past experience. Is like sometimes the resources is just right next to you in your fingertip. Like, okay, by receiving a call that you can that kind of call. For example, when I worked for a credit card at that time, when customer call us for increasing increasing credit limit by going overseas, so we know they are going overseas. So we say, okay, I will utilize our resources with our insurance department, so we can promote the travel insurance along with these customers, because a lot of customers don't buy travel insurance until they go to the airport. So if we sell them travel insurance over the phone by before they going out to the airport, and a lot of customers feel happy. So customer also feel a good customer experience too.
I
So
see.
that is something I mentioned, not on making big
Okay.
budget.
A good story, Steve. I just to
Yes,
try to understand. So, Telecom Taiwan is
yes,
also provide services to the client, not only for telephone. I mean that
yes,
phone
yes,
services, but also
yes,
like for banking, insurance. Do you
yes. You mean the
the
automatic
services?
self-services? Yes, we definitely have.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
we have 97% of services conducted by self-service. So only 3% conducted by human. If
I see.
comparing to the overall our 10 million customer interaction per month, so 97% is conducted by self-services. Yeah.
I see. So I mean that do you provide services to other industry? Your
Yes.
company?
Not on our side, because call center, we at this moment we don't do outsource or
I see.
uh, yeah for other company. But
I see.
yeah, yeah,
Thank you, Steve. The
yeah.
good
Thank you.
point. So
Yeah.
maybe Jusri want to add regarding resources. What do it's good point from Steve. Yeah. So don't worry about the how big money you spend for this business contribution, but the key is how make return on this. So go ahead.
Yeah, I will actually combine the resources and technology AI into the explanations because and sometimes I do believe that because when it comes to business contribution, the fundamental objective is to really either we focus on the revenue or we focus on cost. So,
Yeah.
and then but we can't run away on the basis that what is the investment that we put in as well. Particularly when looking at the current, like for many organization, one thing that one of the biggest shift that we're seeing in the CX industry right now today is the role of technology. So some company will tend to park aside a good sum of investment on technology because they know that ROI will be there. But some people, some company may actually still approach having the wait and see approach because they want to see where can they really put the investment resources small but yet able to deliver the pain point. There's no one size fits all in any organization, but fundamentally it's really about how are they able to explain the resources put in place is really to drive the right purpose and objective. It is not just for the sake of doing it. So I think, for example, like AI and automations are transforming contact center, from traditional support function into intelligent business platform. And then we also start seeing the AI enabled CX solution can actually help improve the response speed, the service accuracy, personalization using AI so that at least the engagement can become more meaningful. Automation can actually help the staff to do, to remove any repetitive operation tasks. The agent can focus more on meaningful interaction with the customer. So these are evidence that we have seen how technology and AI has actually put in place in organization to help expedite or boost the momentum of a business contribution or even cost efficiency and cost reduction from there. For example, like at Telecontinental, for example, we actually leverage on AI driven analytics such as a speech analytics and quality analytics to better understand customers' conversation. So from there, the machine will actually also coexist with the agent to actually help to improve a better conversion. Because using machine, we be able to using AI, we'll be able to actually get the staff, the agent to sell better. And sometimes the agent, we also have the fear whether these resources or this AI technology will it replace them. But nevertheless, but however, what we see here is the technology and AI actually help our agent to earn better. Because using AI and technology, the agent able to sell better, the agent able to handle objections handling much better. So the agent our telesales agents tend to love AI because it helps them to close better, and in the end, it translates to better commission back to their pocket. So actually, this allows us not only to improve service quality, but also to identify opportunity using technology to improve sales conversion and customer retention.
Yeah, and don't forget, because of AI, less stress for agent, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, back to Chapman. Go ahead.
I think I echo with both Jushri and Steve mentioned. It's not about how big of the budget. It's more how you allocate it and calculate the ROI. But I would like to quote a few example in the past is if nowadays people say they invest heavily on IVR, they invest heavily on RPA, then certainly I will have some questions for them to justify. So yeah, that is one of my suggestions. No matter how big it is, how small it is, as long as it fit your scenario, fit for your company, I think that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Chapman, regarding that. Okay. Uh, for the participant, anyone to have question? If not, I will continue my question to speaker. Hopefully I not make you stressful as a speaker. Yeah, enjoyable discussion today. Yeah. Okay. If then, okay. This is need to be addressed for this question to you about tips. Yeah, how to prepare strong entry for the because the entry for the CCAPAC will be in October. In September. Yeah, in September. Sometimes you need to prepare video, so prepare the presentation slide, submission, and very short. I think CCM have been preparing something for this one. Or Ben, you going to introduce something about the CCAPAC award this year? You want? Are you ready to share something? Not yet. Okay, let me continue question. So I want to give opportunity to judges to share any
Maybe
tip.
Vic would like to share.
Oh, pitch. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hello. Hi, Pandi and Chapman,
Okay.
Jushri, Steve, and all of you. Good afternoon from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Pandi, congratulations and thank you for starting the Leaders Talk again. Along here in the first inaugural one with Steve and also Chapman. And from CCM from Malaysia, we have Jushri, who is a real hotshot champion that we thought should represent the business contribution section. So very happy to hear this conversation. And this is definitely one of the categories that we want to continue to bring back in the awards. So Malaysia is proud and very happy to have been granted the chance to host the CCAPAC Awards and Symposium, which is now running in a very stable, very well reputable front, thanks to Pandi, thanks to HKCCA, Chapman and Raylan last year. And I think we are becoming a real huge family and community. So the demand on Malaysia is great. We have locked in 23rd to 26th November this year to look at the awards and hosting them. We have also booked our facilities in Sunway Resort Hotel for those of you who are familiar with Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur. It's a Visit Malaysia year, so there's a lot more to do, a lot of things, a lot of exciting things. So my team and I are pulling together every resource available to host, to make sure the best rates are available for each association and their members. At the same time, give enough indication from April, May, June, July. You will see a lot of communication in terms of the 5 category of awards: business contribution, contact center operations, customer experience, employee engagement, and technology innovation. right? Your nominees will come through either winners of last year or winners of this year, depending on each country's own protocols. So we are happy to bring in the winners, and we are happy to also look at new angle of recognizing beyond these awards for any champion-like work that has been carried out in each country for areas of changes or transformation. But that news is later. The 5 categories we feel is a very strong category, thanks to the leaders who are in CCAPAC, who have been, I think, from Kenneth to Sarun to Pa Andi to Chapman, all who have given a lot of strength. So we will continue. In Malaysia, we feel what is good shouldn't be broken. Continuity is important, but very importantly, we give the right structure, the right awareness, and the right guidance in the many coaching clinics that we'll put in, many announcements that we will share, and work with your association leaders to make sure that um, Malaysia is giving you the best experience. I officially like to welcome all of you who are here, who are winning your national categories, to come to Malaysia to taste a little bit of the cross-functional learning. I always believe awards is not just about winning. Awards is actually a participation to learn. And just like sessions like this, I trust in the industry that we belong today, it will keep changing, it will keep evolving. The only way to succeed is to continuously learn, to continuously engage, listen to thought leadership like this, participate in the awards, and make things happen for yourself, for your organization, for your brand. With that, I thank you. I am open to take any questions.
Thank you.
In Malaysia, we will have site visits to some of the best outsourced and in-house contact centers. In Malaysia, we'll have a 2-day summit that talks not just about contact center, but customer experience. And we will have the gala dinner to deliver the awards that you rightfully deserve. Sorry. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rich, for joining us. Anyway, let me continue if any question from all participants. If not, I will give opportunity to judges, to a speaker to give a tips how to prepare, yeah, for the award program. Go ahead.
Let me start first.
Yeah, go ahead, Chapman.
Okay, business contribution, I think we need to be ambitious. So because we are talking about contribution, revenue generation. So I strongly suggest you all show us your target and write on the trend, and then explain the how and what at the end you achieve. And compared to call center operations or other category, I think the result is very important. No worry if you see there is some area that you can further improve in this year or next year, you can also share with us. But make sure you actually contributing the organization, generate more revenue, maybe more in an innovative way. Then we will focus on those innovative area, and then we can further discuss. So good luck. I hope you enjoy all the sharing and also the feedback we are going to give you, so you can achieve even more in the future.
Okay. What do I mean that you already mentioned about the innovation, right? In this, can you give one sample? So what do you think that need to be prepared?
For those organizations who have a lot of data, no matter it's telco, FI, e-commerce, I am expecting you actually leverage on those data to run, for example, propensity modeling, to offer a better personalization, and then how you use those data in a feedback loop that you can continuously improve the conversion. And at the same time, if your process also involve some human agent, so how you select, remunerate, motivate those people are also key. So I think that is something you shouldn't miss. So technology, people, and process. If you have very different process, then you can mention a little bit. But if the process is very standard, then I think you can reserve the time for those innovation on technology and also your people management.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Chapman. You highlight three things: data, strong data, motivate your people, and of course, don't forget about the process. Yeah, because this should be something different. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Chapman. Go ahead, Jusri. Any tips for the participant that need to be considered to prepare their presentation? Go ahead.
Sure. Thank you, Pandi. More than happy to share. I strongly believe that going into an award submissions or the whole journey, actually it doesn't come just overnight. Any organizations or any particular team, I think this has to be seeded very early at a very early stage, because otherwise, right, we are going into an award submission. If you don't have the content to go in, if you don't have the result to go in, many times I have actually seen that projects or companies going into a category not having a very concrete, strong story, because they're too late to plan for it, or they never plan for it. And then just for the submission, they are creating, they have to come out with something to present, and then it becomes very visible during the slides or even the presentations. Any particular small poke into the balloon, it will burst. So that's why it has to be a very concentrated, a milestone journey from now on. Don't wait until 1 month or 2 months before the submission. Don't only you want to figure out. It has to be embedded into your organization that you want to focus on business contribution, and you have to take action from now on, because the story begins right now, not later when you want to submit. Only you figure out what story to tell, what contribution, what result for you to actually accumulate. And many times when you look at the submission, I need to prepare the supporting document, I don't have that, I go into the system to train it up. But so this is where we can differentiate quality entries compared to just entry. So that's why this is very important. So I think if I were to summarize it very simply, I think the strongest award entries clearly, I think, is to demonstrate measurable business impact supported by strong data. And it has to be, and then you must have the passion to show the innovation, innovative solution, and discipline execution, sustainable result, and how do we actually embrace talent in this particular whole journey. So I think we would love to see something that that has wow effect. Sometimes when we're sitting in the evaluation, we need to have that particular light bulb that will, you can see that we are so it's going to be like another business as usual presentation, but we are looking forward for that particular spark. It's like, okay, this is something different. Let's hear it out. We're craving for that, and I think as a participant, we need to be in the judge's shoe. In a day, we have so many presentations. What makes you so stand out that even despite the judges are so fatigued and it's overloaded with information, but yet you can be still so stand out, and that is something that we're looking at. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Jusri. You mentioned about this one has to be planned, not overnight. Yeah, so it's mean that for your participation this year, you already choose your representative.
Correct, that's right. In fact, we normally would actually every organization would internally aware and what is their strength for them to enter. I could have entered other category, but I chose business contribution because I know this is my forte. And being a forte, we would already put in the strategic plan, either from technology, either from people, either from processes. So at least it becomes very rich, entry for us to actually go in.
Yeah. The key point here you mentioned about the execution and talent innovation. Yeah, that's good point. Thank you, Jusri.
Thank you.
Hopefully you find someone to for
Yes.
the next turn for you. Next,
Yes.
Steve, go ahead.
Yeah.
What do
Okay.
you think?
Yeah, I'll combine the Chapman and Jushri's point, ambitious, and then excitement and wow effects. I can take myself as example. I have been a participant as well, and judge as well. And so I think I would take my favorite hobby, watching movie as an example. I will be my own actor, and I will be my own directors, and I will be my own writer too. So for example, like I'm not only doing this for presentation or winning award in CCAPAC. I want to do this for myself. So in real life, for example, like, okay, I want to add on a new business contribution to my call center, to my company. And then what is the product I chose? The product should be very smart. Like that means something I can do well, and not adding extra costs, but with good business impact to the company. So what product I choose, that shows my innovation. And then how do I transform my team to to adjust ourselves to 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 uh, to fit in with this new business model? And that is a transformation story that me as a writer, as an actor, as a director can share. And then what is a business result? And business result, I want to be impactful. I want to be so easy to understand. Instead of I just share like increase 5% annually, and then people don't know what is the baseline of 5%. And if I can share a data that makes judges understand this is really, really impactful, and this is really something. And then because of productivity or the business contribution or the dollar amount is significant. So by doing this, me as a director, as a writer, as a actor, even before I present to the judges, I will feel excited. Just like Jushri mentioned about passion, I have my passions. So I share with the judges in the final run, and judges can feel the passion, and judges can feel the excitement of this movie. And this movie is really something. The judges, as an audience, as an ordinary audience, they appreciate this story. And this story, of course, like I said, I have to make sure it's genuine. It's not like fabricated. It's not made up. It makes sense. And with a lot of my own philosophy of how I achieve that, and I can share with the judges not only on the data but also a very core value that how I achieve that. So judge will think, okay, I watched a perfect movie. This is an Oscar-winning movie, so let's give him a platinum award. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. It's a good point regarding the. I remember about the movie because all the participants of the CCAPAC prepared the video. Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes participant, because we asked them to prepare the video, they so scared regarding this video. I forgot to ask this question. Is it possible I ask the opinion of you regarding this before we end this session? Jushri, how your experience to creating the video of your presentation?
To be honest, it served the purpose. Of course, I love that because it also gives me but one thing for me is creating video fundamentally is the genuine effort from the organization. I think organization doesn't need to outsource to any particular professional videographer to do it for you, because in the end it's the genuine entry that you need to really show, because that's what really important. And you need to have that experience, that milestone, that journey of doing it yourself. That's become very meaningful. Have a taste of doing the video. Video is not supposed to be an obstacle, not supposed to be a showstopper. It should just make the whole journey of participating more exciting. When you pass that hurdle, when you pass that process, you look back and you can enjoy it, you can laugh about it, all those, those moments of doing it. That's really more meaningful for me. Yeah.
Yeah, not original, yeah.
That's right.
How about Chapman? Go ahead.
I do enjoy and also believe having a video, we can feel your passion, uh, and you can better structure your whole presentation based on the time given. So I think that probably the best way that they can present, and it's more secure, I would say, because it's pre-recorded. So don't afraid of making the video. Enjoy the process, and then we still have the other Q&A section that we can interact real time. So that is another enjoyment. So yep, be your superstar, the actor and actress in this Oscar platform.
Thank you, Chapman. The reason why we have video actually for all the participants because this different language between Asia Pacific. So some countries participant maybe not easy present in English. So that's why we have a video for the CCAPAC. But for the face-to-face, actually, you need to present your own. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Steve. So, what is your opinion about the video? Because you mentioned about the movie, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. Is the content that matter. It's not about outsourcing to professional, but with very plain content or very poor content. So the content speak for himself. It's about your the very unique or a very exciting story that you can share with us. And nowadays, with a lot of help from the market, like some editing, that is okay. I mean, as long as the data is real, it's not. For example, that with modern technology, that is easily that you can improve. For example, like subtitle or like with good editing, but that just make the process easier for judges to understand. But we as a judge, we don't uh, we don't judge based on how good you make a movie or how good you make a video. So you can look at the top 10 the category that in the breakdown of each scoring category. There's no such thing as video perfection. But like I said, we can tell uh, from with the we can tell easier from the video itself to understand uh, the process or the story that you or the case you present. And also, just like Chapman says, is for safety reason, because oftentimes we also see in real life the people they are so nervous they cannot go on, and then with video's help, and then that would just make the process much easier. But like Chapman and Jushri said, Q&A part, you can also to make us feel like a lot of interaction. That is no problem. So no worry about that. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. It seems that CCAPEC need to have one category, best movie.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But some people maybe also worry video because take so many times repeat again because video, yeah. But sometimes they like to present live, yeah. But it is different of doing this. At least we give opportunity to show up what is their best, yeah. Anyway, I think we almost end of this session. Hopefully,
Pandi,
all
I think there's a question from
okay,
BCA.
okay. There is question. Oh, wait. Let me. Oh,
I think BCA raised a hand.
Yeah.
okay. Raise hand. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Andy, Mr. Chapman, Mr. Jusri, and Mr. Steve. My name is Noval from BCA. I'm a supervisor in contact center and digital services in BCA. Actually, I have one question. Uh, in today's global political economic uncertainty, like war, like in Iran, US, where customers are becoming more cautious about how they spend and how they use their money. So how contact center reposition themselves from a service function into a business contributor that helps the company understand shifting customer priorities and drive new revenue opportunities. Like in this economy in Indonesia, like the people and the customers prefer to buy gold than uh, do the account opening in bank or do the deposits in bank. There are shift in customer priorities, like today in this global political and economic. So how we as a business contributor in the company to understand and to seek the opportunities from the customer, from the shift of customer priorities and revenue opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you, Nopal, for the question. Hopefully, YouTube don't ban because we mentioned about war. Yeah, but
Okay, sorry.
yeah, hopefully, yeah. But never mind. So, anyone want to answer the question? This is related about the what is hold the spending. So, how
Yeah.
contact center will overcome about that?
Maybe let me try.
Okay, go ahead, Chapman.
I would say in this kind of uncertainty or very challenging macroeconomic situation, the personalization or the hyper personalization become more important. So I think it's more about customer needs driven, right? So if we like, I working on the insurance industry. If we know in this particular situation, people may want to be more secure or kind of guarantee return in a short-term investment or short-term return. I would say we can build some propensity model based on different data and then identify who actually are looking for secure short-term investment or deposit. Then based on that, we can more targeted to address their needs, their fear. So I believe nowadays we have the data, we have the technology, we also have the required emotional supportive agent to address those issues. And contact center probably maybe in an even better position to serve those people, not limited by physical location, but like in Indonesia, just a big country, and contact center can serve everyone in different areas to have these needs. So again, I think it's more important now how we use data, how we use different channel, and make our agent have more or better empathy to support our customer to fulfill their needs.
I see. Thank you, Chapman, to highlight about that. I think whatever the condition, customers still need something. Yeah, to identify what they need. Yeah, that's the key question. The key question. Yeah. You want to add, Jusri or Steve?
Yeah, I just want to add a quick one. I like that it's very relevant. I think in times of uncertainty, I think whether it's economic volatility, or I think or even a geopolitical tension, I think to be honest with you, organizations need to become more resilient and adaptive. And in fact, it is in this environment that the call center or a customer center or contact center or customer experience center function actually become more critical because it sits at the front line between the business and its customer. So I think from my perspective, this is even the better time, the best time to really address this based on the strategy of like what Chapman have earlier mentioned, using contact center to strengthen the customer's trust, that we are there to facilitate them, understand the pain point, come up with a consultative approach, that we can contribute to them as well as strengthen our business contribution. And like what Chapman has also mentioned, just to echo a little bit more, use data, AI for faster decision making. And I know it is actually during this time that uncertainty environment require faster and smarter decision. So I think we need to use whatever resources around us to actually, so that we can show to the customer, it is at this time that organization can do better to help them understand the whole customer life cycle. And then we are there not only to service them, but also help back the organization by focusing back on the customer contribution. So I think operation has to be resilient, turn CX into revenue driver. That has to be the ongoing effort. I don't see this as an obstacle. I see this as an opportunity to serve customer and to improve customer experience better. Using AI, using data, knowing their pain point, then business contribution will come into play. That's how I feel. Thank you.
Thank you, Justri. Very good ambition regarding that. That's a very good point, yeah. So even in the best situation, if you don't do something, you not win. Okay,
Yeah,
Steve.
because just to add on a bit, like using, like for example, during the COVID time, people see that as like oh, it's like very gloomy. But contact center literally thrive during that that period of time. So that's why we are there frontline to assist them. We always have to demonstrate that we are with our customers, whether it's sunshine or rainy days.
So we have been in situation very difficult situation, and we still have something opportunity to do that. Yeah, thank you, Jusri. Steve, go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I think this is a very good question. But if you look at the world economic or world situation anytime, it's always unpredictable. It's always uncertain, no matter what time. Jushri just mentioned a very good time, like the COVID time. COVID time is a very good chance for any virtual channel like call center. So the call center can pick whether this is their strength or their advantage, and take the good time to even though the good chance may not be the good chance for anybody else, but it could be a good chance for call center, as long as you find the right product. For example, like our call center recently, we were in next month we're about to launch the world first Apple MacBook with our telecom contract. So that's the first in the world, and because maybe you can easily find your iPhone or iPad in your local telecom operator, but we will be the first one to launch with the permission and with the cooperation from Apple. So this is a good product and good chance, and also because Apple just launched MacBook Neo, which is a cheaper version of MacBook, comparing to MacBook Pro or MacBook Air. So the product itself could be innovative, could be strong, and with good training of your call center, and you can seize the opportunity, regardless of a good time or bad time. And a very funny thing to share is, even though we thought like, okay, now maybe a lot of people try to save money, but in Taiwanese market survey, Taiwanese young men, they spend the most. They don't care about whether Trump will bomb Iran or not. They just say, I've got to have that Apple new book. I've got to have that Apple MacBook Air. And then they will do that. So if with the good marketing campaign, smart pricing, good AI support for our customer intelligence, and we still have a good chance. So don't underestimate ourselves, and be brave, and be smart, and be ambitious too. Thank you.
Okay, we call it YOLO, yeah.
Yes.
You only live once, so enjoy.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so spend
Yes.
your money, otherwise.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Maybe they have different philosophy. Since the world is so changeable, why not I take care of myself instead of I need to reserve money for tomorrow, which I don't know which will come or not. Yeah. Right. That's the Taiwanese youngsters
I see.
philosophy. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Steve. Yeah. And
Yeah.
thank you, Chapman. Thank you, Jusri, for very productive discussion. this is the first leader talk for CCAPAC this year. Hopefully, we'll continue next month. Next month, we will talking about the employee engagement, and I have four speakers join with me for the next. One from New Zealand, Malaysia, and then I have Thailand and China. So it's a lot of more nice discussion. Still, so stay tuned with CCAPEC, CCAPEC because we still have another discussion with about employee engagement. And again, we invite judges from past last year judging. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining with us. Stay with us for take a photo so we can publish about this event. Please open your camera so my team will take pictures and publish into our LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram. Again, thank you very much. See you next month. Please open your camera. Take photo, please. Okay, okay. Wow, a lot of oh, there is a can. Thank you, Ben. Yeah. There is also Sujana. Hi, Sujana. Karen, Hendra, Elia. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, some more. Yeah, some
Okay.
more. Who else? There is Anita, Ruli, yeah, Anida. Okay, okay. Take photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Thank
continue.
you.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you. One more.
One more. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Take care. Yeah,
Okay.
see you next
Thank you,
month.
Pandi. Thank you, Steve.
Okay,
Chapman.
Pandi.
See you.
Terima kasih.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Andi.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
Ken.
panel.
Yeah. Thank you, Ken. Yeah, congratulations for new assignment.
I need to talk to you, sir.
New assignment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I need to talk to you, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Nanti I call
Enjoy.
you, Pak. Okay.
Sure.
Alright.
Take care.
Okay,
We will
bye.
be happy to help.
Yes, of course. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.